Welcome to Paula's Patch. I'm having a nice cup of Rosella tea in my Sonny Michael's show cup. This is the first of my garden series. It's spring here in southeast Queensland and things are starting to grow. It's going to be a kind of garden video diary, so grab a cuppa, put your feet up and enjoy. This is the packet that I'm using. I use non-hybrid seeds, which basically means they've not been tampered with and they're organic. And I get mine from Eden Seeds. I don't get anything from Eden Seeds to promote them, but I find that the seeds that I've got from Eden are really great at germinating. I always get a really good result, and I tend to use those more often than not. And boom, dears. These are my seeds that are soaking at the moment. They're a non-hybrid traditional open pollinated variety of dwarf snakebean, burgundy. I've got 10 seeds that I'm soaking and I'm hoping that they will sprout in a couple of days so I can put them in the garden, and I'll come back and let you know what those look like when they start to sprout. So this is day one of the dwarf snakebean burgundy. Here's my makeshift greenhouse in the house. North facing window here in Australia, in Brisbane. These are my tomato seeds, and those below there are capsicum seeds or pepper seeds. Got some more tomatoes. Oh, I should say actually they're not seeds anymore, are they? They're seedlings. Happy away there in the window. We're spring here in southeast Queensland, so I shall come back and let you know how these tomatoes and capsicum are getting on. Spring garden so far. These are my chilies, which are called pot black, and they're actually from the UK. Beautiful little purple flowers on them. Got a couple there that are ready to be taken off. I have no idea of the heat, so if anybody knows or has grown any of these, it's the first time for me, please let me know. Some carrot, which are various varieties that I just threw in there, coming up nice there. And we've got some squash here. I have no idea what they are. They just started growing in a compost pile, so I moved them and they're doing really well. Got a bee in action here in our flowers. Broad beans with aphids on them. I wash these off every day. Can you see them? Although I'm getting some beans here at the bottom, they seem to be fine. And I don't know if you can see there, but those one day will be beetroot. The big guys in the middle, they're going to be sunflowers when they grow up. And we've got some paper daisies coming up there, and those will be a variety of different coloured zinnias. In this pot here we've got some garlic growing, and I planted that garlic in March. Garlic's a slow growing vegetable and I should be able to harvest this around December time. But in the meantime I've got some nice lettuce that we can take the leaves from, and we pretty much are eating that every day. And there we've got some coriander, which smells amazing. And this is the last of the peas. They're a cold weather plant really, and it's getting quite warm here, so they're dying off, but I'm still getting a few. I'm particularly pleased with my tomatoes. I saved these seeds from last year's tomatoes, and it's the first time I've ever actually grown from seed. I bought like little tomato plants last year, but this one, it's going crazy. And at the back there we've got some beefsteak tomatoes which are doing really, really well. There's a big guy there, you can see. A couple of weeks back I planted this sweet potato, which looks tiny at the moment. It really took quite a while with it in a jar to get some kind of growth off it. But I understand, I've never done it before, that this will just take over this patch, which I'm hoping it does. Ooh, big patch. Just wanted to show you. the leaves. It's doing really well since I planted it. It's got some new growth on there. I'm really pleased. Again, this is a slow growing plant. We should get some potatoes off that in about 6 months. Pineapples. I cut the tops of some pineapples I bought a few months ago. Really small. It takes about 3 years to get a pineapple, but hey, check these out. They're doing really well. And I'm not sure if basil's meant to be planted with pineapple, but this one did okay, but it bolted really quickly. I decided to plant some corn in the winter just to see if it would grow. Now, as you can see, it has, but it's stunted and I don't know if I'm going to get any decent cobs off it. So I'm just going to abide by the rules and grow them in the summer this time. That looks like a bucket of yuck, and it smells like cow poo. But it's actually weed tea, so I pull the weeds out of my garden and push them into this bucket, leave it for a month, and you can use it as fertiliser on your plants. It's full of nitrogen, it's awesome. Today is the 16th of September 2020, an unusual year to say the least. I'm hoping to save money by growing our very own veg, also discovering and learning in the process. I will revisit the patch around the 16th of October to see what changes have taken place within a month. I'll put links below to where I buy my seeds and also to my website. Thank you very much for joining me in the garden today. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up and consider subscribing. Until next time, keep on sowing, keep on growing.